Yeah, I got him. Oof, 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 oof. There we go. There we go. You just got to cock back that punch. You got to rope him out. I like that one. That's good. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. I am your host, as always, Jay Villain, aka That Villain J. And tonight we have a very special treat for you because tonight you guys have beaten me down. You've beaten me down, okay? I'm gonna do it. I've seen everybody talking about it. I've seen everybody play it. Chat's been asking me about it. Comments been asking me about it. Fine, I'll Boros again, okay? Y'all like the last Boros so much, we're gonna do it again. And this time we're gonna do that crazy Boros Convoke deck. That Convocation Boros with the enchantments, artifacts, and all that other stuff to really aggro, really bring up the speed to a ridiculous level. And really start ranking up Mythic hard. So if you're into that, if you want to see my take on the most recent Boros meta deck that's been taking over, stick around. And of course, tenderly press that like button, gently press that subscribe button, because if you don't press that like and subscribe button, you will be attacked by the like and subscribe. That's just going to happen. I mean, he's going to rip you apart. He's a YouTube werewolf's going to hunt you down. So you gotta like and subscribe to the channel today. Join the villains. And join us on our stream every night at twitch.tv/thatvillainj. For all live streaming goodness, we'd love to have you there live and in person on Twitch. And you too can badger me to play a deck live. You can hit the bell because guess what? We do stream on YouTube as well. Hi, YouTube. And if you hit the bell, you'll be alerted every time that we go live on YouTube. Check out our Discord community for all the latest news, information. We actually have the spoilers up for all the new upcoming sets in there in case you want to see those. And of course, this deck and all the other ones that I build, my previous Boros, my Mono Black, everything else, a copy of this deck is going to be available down below in the description on my AetherHub. So if you want to follow me there, go to AetherHub. You will find that for your pleasure. So, final Boros. Okay, so what is this new Boros deck that everyone's been talking about? That's like the new hotness. Well, it starts with Novice Inspector, a little unsuspecting Inspector, whose Spectre looms large over the meta. 1 white, 1/2, Novice Inspector enters the battlefield, you investigate, which means you're going to get a clue token in the form of this weird boot. Somebody left a weird boot here. We could draw it for a card, or instead of that, instead of putting that 1/2 down, next turn we can immediately crack it open with Lethal Demolition. That's the idea. That's kind of the combo. Now, there's some people that do it with blood tokens. There's some people that do it with clues. There's some people do it with treasure. I'm going to stick to clues and Yodian frontliners. If you actually want to take a land out and put 3 Yodian frontliners, I wouldn't be mad at you because they're fun to crack open. Why? Because you can play it from the graveyard. So that's a 1-drop of any color. That is an artifact creature soldier. It's a 1/1. When it attacks another creature, it gets 1/1. You can unearth it for 1, meaning it comes back into play untapped and ready to attack, and when it goes, it exiles it afterwards. So even destroying it after that you've already swung in with it is more than acceptable. So why do we want to do this? Why do we want to play Gleeful Demolition immediately on some sort of artifact that we played early in the game? Well, we want to, again, wrap up that Convoke. Convoke is going to be the key here, so we can flood the board ASAP. We can get so many creatures on the board, we can create so many creatures on the board that we're just going to overpressure the other side and just wipe them out. So with Novice Inspector, you get that. Yodian, you can do that, and Gleeful Demolition. This is 1 red as a sorcery, destroy target artifact. Not bad for destroying our opponent's artifacts, too. If we control the artifact, we get 3 1/1 red Phyrexian Goblin creature tokens. Now, why is this good? Well, if you have War Leader's Call, guess what? That's 3 damage to your opponent. And if you have Knight Errant of Eos, which is the Convoke card from Aftermath, I believe, guess what else that does? That means that with 1 Novice Inspector, 1 Gleeful Demolition, and 2 mana, we can immediately convoke a 4/4 Knight onto the field, like by turn 2, which is wild. They're going to either have to play their immediate direct removal, or they're going to have a big boy Knight to deal with to come out. So Convoke means, of course, that you can pay at each creature that you tap adds 1 colorless mana to it. So you need at least 1 white mana, and the rest of them can come from creatures that you tap. Then you may reveal up to 2 creature cards when it enters the battlefield, you look up to the 6 cards of your library. You may reveal the top 2 creature cards with a mana value X or less, where X is the number of creatures that Convoke Knight Errant of Eos. Put the revealed cards in your hand and shuffle. So if I use 3 creatures to do that, like I used all 3 of these goblins, I get to find a creature that's 3 or less, 2 creatures that's 3 or less, and immediately put them into my hand. So then we're feeding even more aggressive creatures into my hand, and pulling stuff off the top with the Knight Errant of Eos right there. So that's kind of the combo that people discovered, that I've seen played against me a whole bunch. People are talking about. It's a little different than my previous Boros, but it is extremely useful. The other thing that we can do is we can do the Case of the Gateway Express right here, which is 1 white and 1. When it enters the battlefield, choose target creature you don't control. Each creature you do control deals 1 damage to that creature. So a bunch of people stab it 1 time, which is an allusion to Murder on the Orient Express, where the solution, spoiler alert for a 100-year-old book, I think it's an what is her name? Agatha Christie Hercule Poirot book. I know it's like 100 years old. Everyone on the train stabbed the guy 1 time. They all murdered him. So that's why it's the Case of the Gateway Express. It's a Murder on the Orient Express expression right here. Everybody does a little bit of damage and then something dies. So when we have something swarmed out here with Novice, Inspector, Yodian, and like Lethal Demolition, we do 5 damage immediately, which is really cool. Then, of course, if 3 or more creatures attacked, we can solve it. And if we solve it, everybody gets +1/+1 permanently. Very, very cool stuff right there. So it can make things even more aggressive and do damage. Resolute Reinforcements, you gotta swarm the board. If we're gonna Convoke, might as well flash this lady in right here. 1 white and 1/1/1 Resolute Reinforcements enters the battlefield. Create a 1/1 white soldier creature token. Very, very nice. Great way to trigger the War Leader's Call twice, and of course swarm the board with lots of different creatures. Next, of course, we're going to have Lightning Helix for damage right there. It recovers life and it does 3 damage. Why not? 1 white and 1 red. It is worth it. Everyone is excited about this card coming back, and I agree. It's a very good card for early removal, for direct, it can do direct damage to your opponent's face. Just all around pretty aces right there. Iomedane's Recruiter. There it is. 1 red and 2 Human Knight. You can train troops, which is 1 white and 4. So actually for 5 drop, you can create 2/2, 1 knight, create 2/2 white knight creature tokens with vigilance. That is an option. Or you can do the ultimate aggressive play right here, which is when Iomedane's Recruiter re-enters the battlefield under your control, each creature gets +1/+1/+0 and gains haste. Now this is extremely useful if you have an enormously wide board, which I've already showed you that you can get early on. You can drop this on turn 3 and really do some damage to somebody because they just don't have the blockers out. So that's a really useful card right there, and it's only a uncommon. Amin Pakal, we're going to go with 3 of her. We're not going to overload on her in this time. I always kind of do a lot of her, but man, is she useful. She's useful in a lot of really different ways. 1 white, 1 red, Boros colors, and 1/1/2. Whenever you attack with 1 or more non-gnome creatures, put a 1/1 counter on Amin Pakal, then create X 1/1 colorless gnome artifact creature tokens that are tapped and attacking, where X is the number of 1/1 counters on Amin Pakal. So the more 1/1 counters she has, the more little 1/1 gnome artifact creatures that you can swing in with. The more you generate creatures as you swing in, the more War Leader's Call does, the more everything is charged up. And don't forget, guys, creating artifacts, what does that do? That lets us hit Gleeful Demolition. We turn 1 little silly gnome ball guy right here who looks like Wheatley from Portal 2. We crack him open and 3 goblins come out. So that's kind of funny right there. That's a good combo play is there too, because we are creating artifacts. War Leader's Call, probably, if not one of the top 3 cards out of the new set, out of Karlov. 1 white, 1 red, and 1. Creatures you control get 1/1. All white that command or captain effect is great. And whenever a creature enters the battlefield under your control, War Leader's Call does 1 damage to each opponent. Brutal. It turns these Resolute Reinforcements, Gleeful Demolitions, and Amin Pakal into just damaging cards. When she swings in, she creates 1, she creates 2, she hits 3. She is throwing damage downrange. When you instantly flash this in, it's 2 damage. Crack something open, it's 3 damage. They cannot stand up to multiple versions of this. It is going to be bad. It is going to hurt people. Then we're back at Knight Errant of Eos, which we already talked about. That's our Convoking Knight right there. 1 white, 4/4 Human Knight, and that has that Convoked effect that lets you draw creatures off the top early on in the game. Again, the combo is Novice Inspector, turn 1. Turn 2, crack open, play a red, crack open crack open the clue token with Lethal Demolition. You immediately have 4 creatures. The 4 creatures convoke Knight Errant of Eos. Boom, you're done. You have a huge board. You basically have 8/8 on the board. You have 4 1/1s and 1 4/4 on turn 2. It's terrible. It's very powerful. Turn 3, throw down War Leader's Call, swing in, and they're usually just going to be like, oh, wow, I got overwhelmed very, very quickly here. It is terrible to see. It is very fast, very efficient, and very fun. I really didn't like playing against the deck, and I really didn't like playing against it because it's very effective. But this is my version. It is both Alchemy and Standard legal. We don't use any blood from the Standard set. We are playing in the Alchemy queue. However, you can take this stock Standard as it is right there and go right into the Standard queue, and you'll be 100% fine. 9 plains, 8 mountains, 4 battlefield Furges, 1 elegant parlor, and 1 restless bivy right there. It is Alchemy, but we can just Standard 2. 22 creatures, 19 of them humans, 10 of them soldiers. Kind of a sneaky soldier deck, human soldier. 4 instants, 4 sorceries, 3 artifacts, 7 enchantments right there, 23 lands altogether with a 2.3 average. That'll work fine, especially with the Convoke. We have a lot more white than red, which I think I reflected in the mana with a little bit more plains than mountains. But that's what we're going to be working on right there. For the sideboard, maybe a little bit more direct removal in case you're not getting the job done with Case of the Gateway Express right there, in case it's not really getting you where you want to go. Maybe put a Destroy Evil for your enchantment destruction, or Get Lost in case you want to. So you don't have to double down on this. You find this is not working for you. I like to throw in some newer cards to kind of have fun with it. But if you find it's not, go for a standard removal right there. And that's what it looks like, yeah. So basically everything is going to be 1, 2, and 3, as you can see on horizontal view right there. And of course the 5-drop right here, which of course being Convoking is never going to be played for 5. You're playing this card for 5-drop right there without Convoking, you're doing the card wrong. It should be Convoked. It rewards you for being Convoked. Do it, man. That's what you should be doing, pulling stuff off the top, keeping a steady flow of cards into your hand and out onto the board. So that's what we're working right here. We're going to go into the Alchemy queue. It is a perfectly acceptable deck right here. We're just going to run it. Leave a comment. Tell me what you think. I love to read your comments, guys. I read every single comment. I reply when I can. And make sure to like the video. It helps the channel a lot. Just hitting that like button. It just does so much. It boosts in the algorithm. And share this with your friends if you want to. So here we go. The Boros you convinced me to do. Let's convoke together, guys. Here we go. Oh, looks like we got a bonus game. Looks like we got a bonus game, boys. Hey, what's up, Delta Quadrant? Ooh, what's he gonna do? Is he gonna play a little removal? No. He's gonna wait. Ooh. He's gonna try to poison me out. 4 leaders. Pop, pop, pop. Zero snare. Boom. That. Boom. Wanted that out so we could grab that. And he's going to say no thank you. Kazu's out of there. He didn't want any more of that. Oh, I'm telling you guys. It's not easy. Once you get that Convoke off, it's not easy. They swarm me and then they die immediately. I don't know why they do that. It's unclear. Everybody will watch some of the previews today, or what? What did we think about Bloomboro and Thunder Junction, huh? Jeez, look, this fuck. I gotta take out these fucking double lands, bro. They're killing me, man. I only got fucking 3 of them in here. Look, both of them are fucking gone. Man, I gotta take these ones out, dude. Throw that a fucking way. Oh my god, dude. That's terrible. I got 1 of each. And my man put them both in my hand. I gotta fucking take them out, really. That's terrible. Realm Breaker. Swing. Choose up to 2. Boom. Bop. Okay. Ossification. Who's going in the boo-boo hole? The boo-boo hole. Alright. How's about War Leader's Call? Boo, 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 boo. Union of the 3rd path. Gonna gain some life there. That's good. It's always good to gain life, you know? Yeah. That's what we're talking about aggro right there. Can you please make an Orzhov RRR deck video? Comma, I would bet probably that already exists on my channel at some point. So I probably already made that. I don't really make historic, but if you go back and look at my old ones, I think there's probably one made. If you look at any veto deck. Hey, what's up, Zyran? Thank you for subscribing. Oh, you have Turbo and you subscribe. That's so nice of you. I'm a little confused. Are the new card theme leaks real? Yes, the ones in the Discord are real. If they're in the spoiler section, yeah. Number 220. I should get a spot if I fucking win, huh? What do you guys think of that? Boom. Okay. All the memories gone. Are you feeling words you say? I don't trust that he's not going to counterspell whatever I put down here. And he said no thanks. He said nope, I don't want it. He said I see Boros, I scoop. I am super hyped for fucking Thunder Junction. I am trying to get in contact with fucking Wizards to premiere a card. I have been dreaming about a Gunslinger Western Thunder Junction. Now, personally, if I would have done the Thunder Junction, I would have done it. It seems a little bit kind of spaghetti Western. I would have done it a little bit more grim dark Western. I would have done it like almost like Innistrad, except in the Wild West, like Evil West, Haunted West. Now that's me if I was the game designer, just to give it a little bit more extra picante flavor. But I'm super excited about it. Bloomboro seems to everyone really excited about it too, because everyone is a furry. Did you search my channel, Comma Blades? Let me search it for you. Yeah, they're apparently doing a new sword cycle, which is fun. Let's do that. So we don't have that. Let's break his right there. You know, somebody pointed out, because Ralzalek is an otter, they pointed out that for whatever reason, Wizards has decided that otters are Izzet. Nobody knows why, but according to Wizards lore, otters are Izzet, period. That's just what it is. Canonically, the animal of the otter is in fact Izzet aligned. Why? Don't ask why. That's just the way it is. Boom, boom, boom. Boom. My first otter tribal deck. Yeah, I mean, you could probably build a full-on otter deck. And it would work. We block that with that. We passed upon the stairs, spoke and watched you sail. What came as a surprise? I looked into his eyes, I thought you and I, a long, long time ago. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. That I didn't really understand. I didn't really understand the typal. I guess tribal has, I guess they felt it had some negative connotations, but I feel like people say the word tribe in a very generic way quite a bit. I never really felt like that was something that was hurtful to people. I don't know. I'm not an expert on it. I couldn't tell you. That one was a bit odd. They also changed witch to warlock. But I think witch is a bit of a neutral term. There's good witches and bad witches, just like wizard. Like, it just, maybe it has a more negative connotation, but to me, witch is just neutral. Witches, there's good witches, bad witches. Like Wicked Witch of the East and Good Witch of the West. Like, just since, you know, I don't know. I don't know. They feel like they're doing something good for them. Maybe it helps. I don't know. Oracled Visidrix. Yeah, I remember the Visidrixes. You should do card Oracle Visidrix. Apparently that didn't work. Do. You gotta be boom boom. Yeah, be boom boom. Ops goes first. Blastoderm. Visidrix. Rabbit Beast. The Rabbit Beast. Blacker Lotus. The blacker the Lotus, man. Let's do that. Alright, is he just doing mono red for funsies? Yeah, he's just doing mono red. Boof, boof. Boof, 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 boof. Okay. I remember the Visidrix. It looks like a crazy rabbit monster. I remember that thing. Okay, he's going to War Leaders that up real good. There, he's going to hit me again. Alright, good stuff. So why don't we do... We passed upon the stairs, spoken what you sing. Dun, 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 do. Do, 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 do. What came as a surprise? I looked into his eyes, I thought you died. Who else likes Man Who Sold the World? My goal is to get these songs stuck in your head. Did something happen to my screen? Just you. Just you. Da-bum-dee bum die. Da-bum-dee da-bum da. Alright, it's just you. Da-bum-dee bum die. No, the screen is cutting off on the edges. Really? Oh, now it's acting crazy. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that. Alright. Fixed. Yeah, I don't know how that happened. Not exactly clear how that happened. Alright. Is he gonna put down a... is he gonna put down a dragon or what? Oh, there's one. Okay, he did it. He did it, guys. He got one down. Good for him, man. That's good stuff. I'm gonna kill him anyway, but it's good that he got one out. At least he got to see what it looked like when they hit the board. I don't know how that happened. I don't know how the screen just fucking lost it. That's weird. Should be good now. Should be alright. Alright. Take it easy, baby. Make it last all night. She's a American girl. They should make a vanilla set. I kind of miss the M20. The M20. I wish they'd make an M24. That'd be cool. I wouldn't be mad about an M24. Would not be upset if they did. I miss the core sets. I kind of do. Alright. It keeps giving me early shit. That's fucking... Let's do this. So they used to do a core set every year. How it used to go, you used to have like 3 sets in a land, and then 1 core set. That's how it used to go. So it would be like Ikoria 1, core set, Ikoria 2, Ikoria 3. It would be like a 3 cycle. You know? It was kind of a funny way of doing things, but I liked it though. Vito was from a core set, believe it or not. So, you know, I can't be too mad at him. Reprieve. I think he's going to reprieve here. I'm going to go out and on a limb and guess he's going to reprieve me. He didn't. Ooh. Maybe a enchantment destruction then. Yeah, okay. He's going to give me a couple of maps. All right. Liliana of the Dark Realms. This deck rips hard. It sure does, Contreras. Why didn't you like... so MKM was underwhelming. That's the thing. MKM was just like... That's what it was. If you want to know what MKM was, it went... And that's it. That's what it did. It was a little fart. The set flavor felt kind of boring. The cards were not particularly powerful. It seemed like it was built for commander and drafting. There was a lot of issues with it, in my opinion, where it was set. It was just set up to be a weird kind of thing, and I don't think it was that good. Parlor. Okay, so he gets the idea. MKM's mechanics are just annoying. Yeah, disguise was kind of boring. We had the return of clue tokens, which sure, yeah, okay. The only one I really like is collect evidence, and I don't ever think we're gonna see that again. That one was like just such a one shot. And honestly, it still worked. It didn't really matter that much. Like, I collected evidence on a lot of people, and it's an interesting idea, but I feel like they could have named it something better. Another counterspell for Azorius. War Leader's Call. That's a big one. We had a War Leader's Call. We had a black board wipe that can exile things. I'm glad. Listen, I don't think it's garbage. I just think it's boring. I think there's a difference there. I think it's just a little boring. Like, it's just kind of like, okay, this kind of landed with just a wet flap, and it's, you know, I also feel like it would have struck harder for me if they would have ran it in Capenna. I think we got Ravnica, and what is Ravnican about it? Like, for real, like, what do you feel is super Ravnican about this set? You know? What is super duper Ravnican that is like, oh yeah, this is clearly a Ravnica set. This reminds me, this is a classic Ravnica right here. Like, is there anything that just evokes that feeling for you? Not for me, at least. Damn. Avery got edged. That's a damn shame right there. That's a shame he got edged. You were almost there. Oh, that's funny. Bakal. Nothing other than trying to make Rav the center of the multiverse, like how Dominaria was. Yeah, it kind of feels like they're positioning Ravnica to be the big boss. kind of seems like they're trying to do that. People really like this set, but I think they like the set because they only got to see it every now and again. And this just Ravnica thing here is just kind of like, it feels like a wasted Ravnica, you know? Just feels like a wasted Ravnica. If you look at Solve the Riddle, Sleeves, and Brass Knuckles, yeah, they're just like all these little things that would, you know, point to it being something else, you know? So I have. The Fallout's cool, but it's not coming to Arena. As far as I know. Hidely Ho name Arena. Hey, Endocrine Badger. AKA the Kidney Thief. No, you're actually right in the thick meat of the stream. It was a lot stuff better than New Capenna. This is a common feeling. This is not something that I feel like is controversial. He's adding blue. Oh, he's gonna kill that one. Alright. Food fight deck, I know. Interesting, huh? Oh, he's dead. He's dead. He's gonna do it directly to me. Boom. Let's see how bad he can food fight. Oh yeah, he can food fight me here. Two. Yeah, he's got me there. He's got me. Boom, that got back. Yeah. Interesting. I didn't have anything to remove that. He made it work. He got lucky. I was hurting by the only game. Never going to be mad about somebody getting a perfect line there, especially with Mono Red. Mono Red's fair. I have Commander decks. I've played Commander in paper. I have been playing Magic since 1994. Commander is like the newest thing in the fucking world for me. It's so brand new. It just doesn't really pique my interest. I've been playing Standard and these kind of formats for a long time. It's not really something I'm super into. It's fine. I don't hate it. I'm not like an anti-Commander type of guy. But I do find aspects of it kind of boring. I don't really understand everyone's. I have to say I don't understand the obsession with Commander. Like, oh man, Commander, like you don't even know. Like, this is so good. Like, it's fine. It's perfectly fine. It's just not really my thing. Like, you know, it's just. Oof. Yodian. Yeah, I like Historic Brawl. Like I'm not against Historic Brawl. That's fine, you know. It's okay. But like, I don't really care. Commander is, it's fine. I don't know. I don't know. I feel like people have only played Commander. They should play another format. Try Standard. Try a constructed format, not a onesie format. Try it. You might enjoy it. Like, there's more to Magic, and I feel like people get locked in. They're just like, oh, Commander. This is what Magic is. And it's like, okay, yeah, I'm glad you like it, but there's other aspects to the game, you know. I own 2 Commander decks, believe it or not. The cost of entry? Yeah, it probably does. It's easy to get it. Well, I don't know. Yeah, it can be easy to get into, relatively speaking. Alright, I feel like I can survive. Ooh, I think you fucked that up. That's 2 damage. No, I can't survive this. Can I survive this? I think I can. No, I cannot. Can I survive it with 1? Let's block that with that. Let's block that with that. And I take 6. Okay. On Earth. So if I did Yodian Frontliner. Cancel. Let's put her out first. That's a 1 banger right there. That'll hurt me for 1. Investigate. And I can tap that for colorless, and I can do that. I think I got him. Boys. Yeah, I got him. Oof, 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 oof. There we go. There we go. You just got to cock back that punch. You got to rope them out. Like that win. That was a good win. There should be only 1 universal ban list. You shouldn't have to change your tech every time you make a new friend. You know, it's funny. It's funny how that is. You know, because playing standard in you know, in our little group, we'd be like, hey, can we all agree to just not play this card? It's just a fun sucker. I feel like people get a little bit too much with it. They're like, nobody can play this spell, nobody can play this spell. Like, if there's one major card that's just dragging everything down, you know. Skin of my teeth. That's how I like. No board wipes after 1 a.m. Yeah, you're not thinking correctly. That's good. That's good advice. Just period. Okay. Boom. Bop. Let's wait. Let's do no attacks. Right. Upheaval. Like, yeah, that's like, all right, do we just want the game to go on forever, or what? What are we doing here? You know? He's got an instant. Boom. Boom. Block him with that. Block him with that. Block him with that. He's probably going to go... Yeah, he's going to charge over us here. Unfortunately. Many such cases. Unfortunate, I didn't draw any of my good removals. Did not draw any of my good removals here. Lightning Strike. This is just straight mono red, huh? Didn't even want to put no thought into the game, hmm? You said, I don't want to fucking think, dude. I don't want to fucking activate my brain. Period. Period. I want zero fucking brain activation on this deck. I don't want to think about shit. Alright, let's put that... Let's put that down. Let's put that down. And let's put that down. We're dead anyway, it doesn't really matter. Yeah. I mean, it's just airtight mono red. It's just super airtight mono red. There's not much you can do about that. You can just survive it, basically. But it's balancing me right now because I was at 85% on the play, so it's gonna balance me. It's just gonna happen, you know. Your problem is when a card is super expensive, it drives up the price. At least Arena does the math for me. Yeah, it does do that. Oh crap, that reminds me. Did you see spoiler for the Cowboy? Yeah, they're on my Discord. Of course I did. I'm plugged in, man. Amun Pakal, sure, why not? We can draw another mana some other time. Queen, Sting, Bing, Ding. Alright. Alright, let's do that. Boom. Okay. Of course we didn't get the mana that we needed. That fucking blows. Okay, let's see what he's gonna do here. Probably every color. I don't think it's just Temur. Maybe, oh, maybe it is. Son of a bitch, dude. Come on, Dak. Get it together. I don't got time for this shit, man. I just need one fucking mana. Alright, where's he gonna put down? Blossoming Tortoise. We can get rid of that right away. Fuck that. Alright, there's the land. Put down War Leaders. Pop, pop. Alright. Too bad I'm busy with the furry suit. The furry set to know. Yeah, everyone's excited about the furry set, man. Everyone's... I was surprised. I ran the whatchamacallit on my channel. I ran a questionnaire, what do you call it? What do you call those things? A poll. And they said, what is the most anticipated set for you guys? And everybody said it's fucking this one. And that, it surprised me, but also it didn't surprise me. You know what I mean? Jelly Bean. On fillet. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know what was going on with this set, but with this build he was doing there. He was doing something there. I don't know what it was. Do you know what was really funny? I'll tell you something funny about YouTube that I noticed. So I stream on YouTube about 11:30, 12 o'clock, and on Twitch, both at the same time, right? As you may or may not know, you're watching me right now. By the way, we have 50 people here, by the way. 15 on Twitch, 35 on YouTube. So 50 people are watching right now. So that's pretty cool. So I stream so frequently, my viewership on my channel pops up. It jumps up at about midnight because a lot of people tune in to watch me, and that counts as views on my channel. And I've been doing that so consistently, even on nights that I didn't stream, the algorithm goes, oh, this guy gets a lot of views at midnight. And all of a sudden my views, even on nights that I don't stream, they bump up. They go up by 50 or 100 views in the middle of the night, even when I don't stream on YouTube, just because the algorithm has gotten so used to my views spiking. It must just do a lot more impressions because it's like, yeah, that's what I'm used to. That's what I like. That's the pattern that I see in this channel. It's the damnedest thing. It is really the damnedest. The algorithm is unscrutable. Nobody can understand it. They don't even understand it. YouTube doesn't fucking understand it. They don't know what's going on. It's a fucking black box. They feed information to it and they get results out. That's it. Okay, that was a draw. Oh, well, thank you, Jester Monkfield. That's a very nice thing to say. I'll pin that for you. Sound like bugs leaked on MTG Arena thread Reddit. What is the what's the bugs leak? That sounds interesting. Goal Kappa. Goal Kappa, do you know what? I saw you today. I said hi to you in the I was watching a little bit of the tournament in the main MTG stream. By the way. I don't need that. Nah, I get it. You fucking hate me, and you don't want to fucking talk to me. I get it. It's cool. I understand. Whoop, no cards to choose from. All right. Dun, dun, dun. Weather Seed Treaty. Bum, bum, bum. It was funny because I'm like, oh shit, Gold Cap. I usually never notice anybody that I actually know in any of these. Let's do that. Boom. Day. Boom. Bop. Pop. 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 There you go. Weather Seed Treaty. What's he gonna do now? He's got a wipe. You got a wipe for me, man? Sepid off. Do. Sepid off. No, he's got that. Okay, well, he's got that. Many partings. Dun, dun. I had a golden cap a couple days ago from Hypertrain. That's in only 24 hours. I have no idea what that means, Zaran, but I'm happy that you do. I'm happy that you know what that means. All right, double Lightning Helix means that I've won the game, period. Like, I've won the game objectively. I don't think he has... Well, he could potentially hit double fucking food here, so we'll see. Okay. Alright, that gains trample. Is it going to be a wipe? Give me a card draw. Get lost. Very good. Alright. No wipe. More get lost. Awesome. Good stuff. No, if it's no wipe, it's no good. I've got him. Wait, you don't know... Oh, the Hype Train. You had a golden capper from Hype Train. Oh, God. I completely... Yeah. I thought you said Hyper Train, and I'm like, I don't know what a Hyper Train is. That sounds like something really intense. I don't... Yeah, I thought you said Hyper Train, and I was like, oh... Listen, I'm not a furry, but I fuck with a fox girl or cat girl. Don't get it fucked up. You know what I mean? Put some cat ears on, put a foxtail on. I'm into that. I don't really feel like that's furriness. I don't personally want to be an animal or feel identified as an animal. But I like when a girl is you know, I've watched the anime, you know what I'm saying? I'm an adult man. Nothing wrong with that. You say, oh, well, some furries are cringe. Yeah, I mean, everybody is cringe in any community. You show me a community that doesn't have a cringe fringe, you know, it's just levels. You could be 90% cool, 10% cringe fringe. We got fucking Azorius control players walking around in broad daylight. And we're going to sit here and fucking judge furries. Come on, man. You got dudes loading up to the table with 20 board wipes, 10 card draws, and 10 counter spells. And you tell me if furries cringe. Come on. Sure, there's cringe furries. Cringe everybody, you know. The Velvet Assassin. That's an edgy name that I like right there. That's some good edgy name stuff. That's good. Bliss Holdwaller. Say boop. I'm gonna say good morning to you. A good morrow. Let's do that. Boom. All right. Direct removal. I'm waiting for it. I'm waiting for the direct removal. I'm waiting for the Nintendo Direct. No, we didn't get it? There we go. Wow. I would have just got up. I'd have just got up. I wouldn't have cared anymore. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Man sat down, said, hey, the objective of my deck is to waste all of your time. Is just to, I have nothing but counter spells in here. I'm just here to waste your time. That's my win con. Is you getting frustrated and leaving. You can tell me that's a legit win con, but I don't believe you. All right, guys, we're gonna leave it right there for tonight, at least with this deck. I've been Jay Villain. You've been great. I was resistant to this. I found it really irritating, but I found a version that I don't find as irritating as this one. Fine, all Boros. Yeah, they broke me down, man. They broke me down. It was a pretty interesting one. It's kind of just a faster, more aggressive version of the one that was previously running, but it's still good. It's still good. It's fine. People are figuring out counters for it, so it's not as irritating as it previously was when we were getting smacked with it and we just weren't expecting it. But you know what? Y'all wore me down. There it is. There's your Boros Convoke for you. I've been Jay Villain, and you've been great. Bye-bye.